It is your girl Narisse, and I am back with another Tuesday guitar practice live stream. And yeah, here we are. Actually, hold on, because I like my border on here. All right, set myself up. Sorry for the late arrival. I have to make an entrance, darling. Um, there we go. Like, let me get my stuff right. Um, okay. I'm like, okay, before I get started, I do want to address a few things. Um, for one, um, I apologize to the ancestors who have fought for our right to vote. I am not voting today, not because I choose to, but unfortunately, I am in a stage in my life where, I have to deal with, to say the least, Black folks oppressing Black folks the way Black folks have been protesting against white folks oppressing us. And unfortunately, that's what's occupying some of my energy. And, but I want to stay consistent to my work and, um, you know, focus on this business that I'm working on in this time. But, I advocate for anybody else to vote today, wherever you are. Um, and, read up on the people that you're voting for before you do. And, do better than me. you know, um, yeah. And specifically, ancestors like Fannie Lou Haman, who literally went through fighting, just physically being attacked for, advocating for Black folks to have the right to vote. And I think those stories and those freedom fighters are important. And, I'm not going to get into what I mentioned in my last live stream today, but in my last live stream, I talked about how I wanted to have another live stream where I talk about Black leadership and just the lack of it that I feel like, or just leadership in general, like quality leaders, freedom fighters, people who are willing to say, the things that people are too scared to say. And, folks who actually advocate for our community rather than advocating for hatred and violence. Um, you know, I will continue to be the one to highlight and speak on those things, um, you know, in the face of being attacked by the people that I advocate for. It is what it is. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that. And also, um, you know, on another note, in regards to relationships, just in general, whether it's dating, friendships, whatever, and say things just aren't the way that they used to be. Um, I've had a lot of challenges dealing with um, wanting to heal and move forward with people who portrayed as if they wanted to do that and moved otherwise. I don't know what the motive or intentions are, but I just know I'm tired of that and I'm not putting my energy into that. And, I know I mentioned this before in another live stream and I still stand on it. I know there had been a time, I mean, not a time, but, I know through the years I have not been the best with birthdays, even though there have been several birthdays where I feel as though I've gotten it right and I showed up and went above and beyond. But of course, nobody cares when you get it right, when the status quo is for, everyone to hate you. Um, but, I know there's times where I could have done it better and I was willing, more than willing, to go above and beyond to do better. but it was not enough. And I've made peace with the fact that certain relationships have not been genuine, loving, authentic for like 5 years now. And throughout the 5 years, I've repeatedly gone back and tried to make things right. But, I don't have time for the games. I don't have time for the, you know, I don't have time for that, especially when I'm really showing up trying to do my best. So, I don't know if anybody else is ever going through anything like that where, you're fighting for relationships, but, it's not the relationship that you're fighting for. You know, don't let Facebook, memories showing you, oh, remember this moment 5 years ago, 7 years ago, don't let those moments, like, cherish those moments and be grateful for it and hold a space of love for those moments because they served the purpose that they did at that time. But also, don't let it fool you into forgetting what it is and forgetting, you know, that things have shifted. And sometimes you grow apart and you grow into different people. And, you know, and again, send love. But sometimes if it has to be from a distance, then it has to be that for your peace of mind. Like, your peace of mind needs to be top priority, regardless of, trying to please other people. Because there is just certain circumstances where it's like no matter what you do, you can get it right, but they'll find a way to point out when you got it wrong, you know? And at this point, I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to get it wrong. I'm not going to get it right. It's nothing, like the ties are completely cut for me. And I wish well, but it's like, it's not even like an animosity, enemy type of thing. Like, no, it's just certain relationships that were once, whether it was loving or there might have been tension, it's just non-existent for me. So I know there's people that expect me to, give people chances and, reopen the doors or go back and forth. It's like, I don't even have the time to go back and forth. Like, I'm really trying to work on me. I'm really trying to get my life together. I'm really trying to be, a solid human out here. And for me to do that, I have to completely let things go. And I'm more than willing to do that. So there's that. And of course, people could take that as they will. Like, I'm sure people find ways to make me the bad guy anyway, per usual. Um, and it is what it is. Um, and yeah, don't let the reminiscing or the nostalgia of the good times make you forget the confusion, the games, the inconsistencies, and feeling like, if you feel confused about a thing or there's mixed feelings, it's a no. Especially in dating. Like, if you're like, seeing somebody and you're unsure of them, you don't. I seen a post today that I'm going to read that I love so much. And then after that, I'll get started with the guitar practice. But I posted it on my story, and it was like, may the next person you love know how to love you back. You deserve a love that understands your love language. A love that always feels like summer. A love that goes to war with you and not against you. A love that's sure of you, that you're sure of. You are worth it. And I was like, yo, that's everything. That's like everything that I feel. I feel like that's everything that I feel like we all deserve. Even the other people who I no longer, have ties or relationships with. I feel they deserve that love too. And, it's just like, it's just this stage and era of life where they're just not going to get that from me. Um, you know, and I feel like I deserve that too. I feel like we all deserve that kind of love, however it looks for our own realities, however that looks like in our own, personalities, where we are in life, our aspirations, our goals, our characters, our values and principles, like whatever that looks like in real time, I feel like we all deserve that love. And for me, it's like heavy on, you know, people who go to war with you and not against you. And part of that is like even in the midst of battle, fighting, the wars of life, the battles of life, there's times where you're gonna fall short. There's times where you're not gonna be the most adequate. And I know there were seasons where I wasn't the best friend I could have been. I can admit that, but there's been times where the people who I've tried to make up with have been at war against me and would play in my face about it and lie, you know, and I'm like, at least I can own up to my my setbacks and my shortcomings and my pitfalls in my life. I can own up to that where I know I've been wrong. But what I won't do is continue to try to fight for people who fight me. I'm not going to continue to fight for people who, you know, don't even admit to their own pitfalls and hold themselves accountable, or even willing to be like, yeah, you know what? I was kind of fucked up here. There was times where I was talking about you. There were times where, you know, I gave up on you as a friend, you know, like no one has approached me in that way. And for that, there's no way that you can approach me, period. Because I've been willing to wear my flaws on my shoulders, on my sleeves, openly, and been willing to heal. But I can't be the only one wanting to heal, you know? And again, like I know I've fucked up and it's not like, oh, these people are wrong, nothing is my fault. Like there's more times than not where I've held myself accountable, but it takes two to tango. If issues happen in a friendship and you don't express them, then part of that is your fault too, because you didn't express what bothered you, but you know partaked in activities that is in alignment with betrayal. And you know and I can't rock with that. I can't do it. um until people are willing to be like, look, this is where I fucked up too. And so far, no one in my life has done that. No one has held themselves accountable. No one has owned up to the things that they've done to humiliate, attack, expose, betray, and vilify me. And I'm not saying I would give people chances, even if they did, but I think um, it's a big way to show your character. So there's that. But I wish everyone well. You know, and also just another quick point. I know I made a post weeks ago, um, basically saying, you know, talking about traumatic experiences and basically people who have had a hand in causing traumatic experiences were a Kali Uchis song to me, um, because I want to be intentional about words, um, and I don't say that like I wish harm on people. I think whether you like me or not, for the amount of people that's up my ass crack and knows every little bit of things that I do, knows that should have at least the common sense to know that the girl who listens to motivational videos all day and meditation music and the corny positive quotes reposting would know that. And especially the one that often talks about how I pray for my enemies and the people who's caused me harm. Again, I don't have enemies because they just don't exist to me. But I think anyone with common sense would know that I wouldn't genuinely want harm on people. I'm just saying, like, they don't hold space in my world, you know? And I apologize if my reaction to fabricated interactions and trauma and PTSD and mental abuse and spiritual attack and betrayal and constantly being attacked by people that you often advocate for, while you're just trying to live your everyday life. I apologize if my response to that offends people. Maybe next time I'm being attacked, I'll take people's feelings into consideration and I won't express myself. Especially when people throw around the world word and discussions about mental health and, seeking therapy and all these things. And I've done all that. And, and I've had more negative experiences in therapy than positive, unfortunately, because again, therapists are people and people are flawed and can be opinionated despite the fact that their profession is to help you. And, and that experience in itself can be traumatic. So I apologize if my expression offends anybody. It's never with the intention of causing harm. That's why I go out of my way for years to work on myself and to build my character and build my values and my principles and the things that I stand for, and I know it's easy to blame the bad guy when, unfortunate things happen. But I think anyone with common sense would know that, you know, whether you like me or not, I'm not one sitting up here trying to, do spells to cause people harm. I've always been on the defense when it comes to that, protecting myself, standing up for myself. A lot of the times, often, like I said before, I get in trouble for standing up for myself and not only trying to protect myself, but protect the people that I love. And whole time finding out the people that I've been trying to protect and the people that I've been trying to go so hard for in terms of the motivation for my personal development and the relationships that I've been trying to heal, whole time realizing that these people are the ones intentionally causing me the pain, so I apologize if my response to these circumstances can be offensive when I do have moments where it frustrates me and it bothers me. But, regardless of how angry I can be or how much resentment that I can feel, I I can't ever see myself being one to deliberately want to cause harm to people. I've never been that way. If anything, I'm always praying for the people trying to cause harm onto me, you know. And there are moments where I have outbursts and I rant and I feel frustrated about the circumstance and I feel misunderstood and especially misunderstood. But anyone with common sense should know that, you know, the girl that's always talking about corny affirmations and prayers and healing and all of these things, that's still standing despite all of these attacks and whatever, still standing, still alive, still pushing forward, still have the nerve to be confident in who I am. I think anybody with common sense would know that I would never want to see people actually in pain. So I just wanted to say that. That's attitude. My attitude. Okay. So this was actually the only string that wasn't attitude. Okay. Alumni is a thing. Um, and that's a vibe for now. Oh, I don't have the right lighting. Okay. Better. I don't know why my screen thing isn't working, but whatever. Okay. I'm like, before we get started, actually, let me learn a little bit on Palo Santo. If anybody is interested in purchasing Palo Santo and abalone shells to catch the ashes, they are available on my website, um, NarisseM. And if you would like a 15% off discount, join my email list and you'll get the code on there. Or if you watch my live stream from yesterday, one or the other. Ciao. Rock on. Don't drop the blunt. It's like, no, it's not a blunt. But I'm like trying to balance the guitar and like this at the same time. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to burn some of that. For me, you know. All right. It's probably gonna look bright on here. Well, that's fine. That way y'all can see me, and then when I repost it, there's actually some lighting on here. I'm like, let me get comfortable because I'm not right now. You may try to run me out of the town, but did you forget where I made those ground? Even if Mars made you down to the ground, I still admit you got the funky sound. Even though you played the game and tried to take me out, what's that about it? We're supposed to be on the same team, and if we can't agree, we could have been everything. Truth can take your degrees, and you're not family, and spice and drug everything. Now, just be begin a little. All right. I didn't really determine how I was gonna do the format of this, but like Angie is saying, But let me know, scratch my face. Um, uh, Humanity. Um, I'm like, are we doing an hour? I mean, we can, but if I do that, then I would want to do that with a different song. Definitely not Divine. I think I already did that. Um, no. Cute song though. All right, so I think I'm gonna do Alumni like a few more times, and then I'll do another song for like an hour, maybe. Okay, we'll see. Hour loops are so annoying, but whatever. It's, you know, repetitiveness and perfect practice makes perfect, right? Worth the Questlove. So before we get into that, I'm like, the world was thirsty. Okay, I don't know how my noodles are looking right now. They might behave. Who knows? You may try to run me out of the town now, but did you forget where I made this ground? Even if my eyes may be down to the ground, I still admit you got that funky sound. Even though you play the game and try to take me out, what's that about? And we're supposed to be on the same team, even if we can't agree, we could have been everything. True can take your degrees and your alumni family and spice and drug and do everything. And now just be on me, then I'll live love. You may try to run me out of the town now, but did you forget where I made this ground? Even if lies may be down to the ground, I still admit you got the funky sound. Even though you play the game and try to take me out, What's that about? And we're supposed to be on the same team, even if we can't agree. We could have been everything. True, can take your degrees and your alumni family and spouse and job and get everything. Now just be lonely and I'll live. I was seeing how long I could hold it. I think that was the longest I've done it so far. Okay. I think 11 is good. Do I want to do otherwise? I don't want to do otherwise right now. Am I going to do this one? Probably not. No. I'm not feeling that song right now. I know what the problem is in this particular moment in time. I'm like, okay, hold on. It's a little outlandish to do in the middle of the live, but you know, Benny told me to cut my nails so I can play the scales. So I'm gonna do that. Because I am struggling to get these chords. Not struggling, but like I'm like, okay, I can feel my nails are like in the way. I know I'm not the only guitarist that goes through this. This has to be like a guitarist thing. How ghetto. Okay. We will throw those out. Throw that away. Okay. Child, if I could strum the right notes, or strings rather. All right, I got it. All right. 6, 7, 8. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery, so I just give my resistance, and I just send love like breaking long distance. I know relationships get hard, but things I couldn't even predict in the cards. Oh no, the oracle didn't tell me about this. Didn't warn me Agent Smith would find me in the Matrix. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery, so I just give my resistance, and I just send love like breaking long distance. Distance. Yeah, I know I'm the life of the party, but I don't feel like life at your party. No, you try to get me to be naughty, but I don't want nobody on my body. I know I'm the life of the party, but I don't feel like life at your party. No, you try to get me to be naughty, but I don't want nobody on my body. Your mind and my business got me more paranoid than Haley Williams. Would it be like this on the daily? Purpose of darkness, maybe. Well, hopefully I get a download from the deity to spread me like a Morpheus. I need a minty. Pray me to fly through the curb, save me. I learn to think for myself and my trinity. Like I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery, so I just give my resistance, and I just send like breaking long distance. Like breaking long distance. Okay, I feel like I'm playing it too slow, but I know it's not perfect yet because it's fairly new in terms of me like just bringing it back into the rotation of it all. So I think I gotta like speed it up a bit because I'm like the rap part isn't this fucking slow. Your mind and my business got me more paranoid than Haley Williams. Would it be like this on the, that's the cadence, and I'm like your mind and my business. It's like, okay, is this spoken word or what? Like, what is it giving? All right, so let me try to speed it up a little bit. misery. So I just give my resistance. I just send love like quickly long distance. I know relationships get hard, but this I couldn't even predict them. All right, these chords gotta sound right and are sounding sloppy. All right. I know relationships. Shit. All right. I know relationships get hard, but this I couldn't even predict in the car. Oh no, the uncle didn't tell me about this. Didn't want me. Yeah, I got this on video. You know what it is? I think it's probably me. It's probably my hand that's sliding this up. Oh my, why is this so fucking loud? It's me. Yeah, because my wrist kind of like slides it a little bit. I was like, is that a ghost? No, the ghost is you. Literally going ghost on people. Well, blame the Aquarius in me. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery. So I just give my resistance, and I just send love like Ricky long distance. I know relationships get hard, but this I couldn't even breathe in the cars. Oh no, the oracle didn't tell me about this. Didn't want me, Agent Smith would find me in the Matrix. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery. So I just keep my resistance, and I just send love like Ricky long distance. Distance. I know I'm the live at a party, but I don't feel like live at your party. No, no. You're trying to get me to be naughty, but I don't want nobody in my body. I know I'm the live at a party, but I don't want the at your party. No, no. You're trying to get me to be, but I don't want nobody in my body. Y'all minding my business, got me more paranoid than Haley Williams. Would it be like this on a daily? Purpose of darkness, maybe. Well, hopefully I get a download from the deity. It's slowly like a monkey, yes, I be the mentee. Pray me, oh, fly through to come save me. I'm on the fend for myself and my trinity. Like, I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery. So I just keep my resistance, and I'll just send love like Ricky long distance, like Ricky long distance. Oh, yeah. All right, I want to try that again. But this time, like, with the intention of cleaning up the guitar part. But that speed was better because the rap part, like, it flowed better. All right. Um, I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I'm a misery, so I just keep my resistance. I just in love like Ricky long distance. I know relationships get hard, but this I couldn't even predict in the cards. Oh no, the oracle didn't tell me about this. Didn't warn me Agent Smith would find me in the Matrix. I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, life from misery, so I just keep my resistance, and I just send love like Ricky long distance. 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 I don't wanna lie at a party, but I don't feel like lying at your party. No, no, no. You try to get me to be naughty, but I don't want nobody in my body. I don't wanna lie at your party, but I don't give a fuck about your party. No, no. No, you try to get me to be, but I don't want nobody. You're minding my business, got me more paranoid than Haley Williams. Would it be like this on the daily? Abyss of darkness, maybe. Well, hopefully I get a download from the deity. This call me like a Murphy, yes I be the mentee. Pray to your fly through to come save me. I learned to fend for myself, for my trinity. Like I don't know what you want from me, but I know when I'm around you, I feel misery, so I just keep my resistance, and I just send love like Ricky long distance, like Ricky long distance. And that's misery. Okay. I forgot to post on YouTube. But whatever. It's okay. Okay. You wanna put on mascara, fix your hair up back. You wanna make sure that outfit be fitted on his type. Cause you can't be sure if you're insecure. I know what you're in for. I love the passing of time. For you I'd rather I'm entwined in rhythm melodies. I love to be your money lady. I want and then you are the treasure to see. I wonder if you would let me see what's under your physical. I wonder if you wanna let me in to see what's within, and not your skin, and not your skin, and not your I just wanna see through your physical. It doesn't have to be just so physical. I just wanna see through your physical. Okay. You wanna put on mascara, fix your hair back. You wanna make sure that outfit be fitted on his type. Cause you can't be sure if you're insecure. I know what you're in for. I love the passing of time. For you I'd rather I'm entwined in rhythm melodies. I love to be your money lady. I want and then you are the treasure to see. I wonder if you would let me see what's under your physical. I wonder you wanna let me in to see what's within, and not your skin, and not your skin, and not your skin. Oh yeah, yeah. And not your skin, and not your skin. Oh yeah. Trying to think of other songs. I didn't do Otherwise. I didn't do Divine. But I kind of don't want to do those songs. Okay, let's see if I remember the chords to this one that I have in my brain. It's like no, I feel like it's not that chord. It's not be trying. Whatever. Where is all? Don't mind me, just thinking out loud. Thinking out. Why do I have to keep fucking changing this shit? Okay. Oh, has it been an hour? Can I just turn this shit off? Isn't there a way for me to? Yeah, just tell me then. Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. I'm like doing bar chords and it's like annoying. I know I'm not. I could just look it up, but I was trying to do it based off of memory. I mean, I'm surprised I remembered as much as I did. But that's my song. I was doing "Waiting in Vain" by Bob Marley, which is like one of my favorite Bob Marley songs. I mean, I have so many. And I haven't been in my Bob Marley bag lately. It might be that time. But I did learn that song on guitar a little bit. I'm waiting here. All right. It's like one particular way that this guy did it. I'm like, shout out to him having a clean house. All right, but what's the chords, sir, darling? And I say, yeah. And I don't know anything for your love. Is there a part where? No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, I had those chords right. Okay, I had the right formula. Okay, hold on. No, actually, shout out to definitely Dean. This video is from like 10 years ago. Shout out to you for making this video. Oh, what's that first chord? Okay, so he's yeah. All right, then what the fuck? Okay, let me just watch it again. He has a good voice too. Oh, okay. All right. So it's something about how I'm playing that ain't right. Maybe my fingers aren't in the right spot. Ah, there we go. Okay. I was like, something is wrong about how I'm doing this. It's because I was barring it wrong. Okay, that's all I needed. All right. My heart's on fire. I don't know all the words. Alright, there we go. Sure. Nope, not that chord. Okay. Alright, I got the chords. I just need to practice it. I didn't realize like you guys can't see me play. That's the one thing about this whole setup. And I heard like boxes over here. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It's like so far back from the computer, but whatever. It is what it is. Y'all see me though. Y'all don't see me though. It's like 8:30. I think I actually started practicing around 7:30, so I think we're like an hour in. I think I'll just feel like maybe like another half hour or so. Oh. Okay, I have to learn the lyrics to that, but that's not what this practice is for. I'm like, I knew those chords. I knew those. I learned it a long time ago, but it was one of those songs that I learned and forgot that I learned. But and then had to like brush up on like where the chords are. Like I remember the shapes because I would use those chord shapes in different songs. Um, but yeah. Um, okay, so I know all the way in the back row playing these songs. Um, I think what I want to do, I want to learn maybe like one more song. Shout out to one human watching on YouTube. How are you doing? How are you feeling tonight? Um, all right, so I think I'm going to try to learn another song, a new song that I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If they have guitar chords, I know I mentioned, like bossa nova music yesterday, and I was talking about this song, Agua de Marco. Um, I'm saying it in American accent, but it's a Portuguese song, but there's like a French version to it. And I'm like, which one will I learn? Maybe the French one, because I actually might be more familiar with those words than Portuguese, but why not both, right? I don't know. We'll see. Um, but either way, um, oh, I hope it's not too hard. I feel like it might be. Oh, they say advanced. Yikes. All right, hold on. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna play that. All right, actually, hold on. Let me listen to the song. I'm not gonna play it on here because I feel like guitar practice is the one consistent live stream that the one consistent live stream that won't get demonetized. I already know with the what's the name, it will be. I'm like, okay, Lala. Ooh, she's in her skinny girl era. Um, anyway, it's beside the point. This is the version that I know. Where'd the guitar go? Now I hear piano, there's bass. I don't hear no guitar part. All right, whatever. It was a little bit of guitar in the beginning, and then I did not hear it. All right, I'm gonna look at some videos, and I guess you guys can watch some with me, um, and we'll determine which is the most doable tutorial for me. We shall see. Um, okay, no. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Who's got the best
Using
tutorial?
the Elise and Tom album recording for reference for these chords.
And it's like, who's requesting this
Write
song?
down every
Nobody,
chord
but I want to learn
slowly,
it
then I'll
for
do a
me.
slow
So,
performance of the song. And I've also included a chord chart available for free
all
in the
right,
description.
I'm gonna need you to get into it,
And
sir.
we're going to open up on a B flat over A flat.
Respectfully, he's
Going
probably
E
saying important
minor
things,
6,
but I'm not paying attention to that.
E flat minor 6 over G flat.
Okay, see, we love minor chords.
To a B flat 6 9 over F.
Okay, these are a lot of chords.
Go to an E9 sharp 11. E flat major 9.
Oh, this is a lot going on. Okay, I
A
need to see
flat
him
minor
play
7
through it.
flat 5 here with a bar. A C over B and a smaller B flat.
Oh, shit. Pretty ass chords. I like that chord there. I like that right there. He was just eating this shit up too. I feel like it won't actually be that hard to play, like strum wise. It's normal, like bossa nova, like plucking playing, and then those moments of like, the chord. It's just a lot of chords, and there's so many different like weird ass shapes. Okay, it's the same thing over again, which isn't too bad, but it's like 20 chords. Oh, change. Oh man, this is so good. But okay. Ooh. Okay. So this is one of those like challenge songs, but I'm down to tackle it. Cause you know what? There was a point in time in life where Bad Habit was that for me. Now, don't get me wrong. Like when I practice it consistently, it's easier to play. But I haven't practiced that song in a while. I might do it a little bit tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. But when I first was like, I don't know, it's a lot of chords, and that's how I felt about Bad Habit. I was like, even though it's okay, there's a change in it, but it's literally like four chords. Like, okay, hold on, let's see if I remember it. First of all, I'm surprised I was able to play that because I'm not playing this chord right. Shit. I'm like, I can play this song. Can you? Okay, so it's four chords in that part, right? And that's the chorus and the, you know, what you ooh, oh, what you ooh, like that whole section. It's only those four chords repeatedly, right? And then the end, which is my favorite part, which was the most intricate part, but I feel like that's the easiest song part to play. So it's technically harder, but okay, hold on, let me get it together. Let me get it together. All right, let me. Something about that feels weird. Okay, what the fuck? There we go. Something about what the fuck is this sounding? Why does it sound so crazy? Am I playing in the right place? Like, what is happening? There we go. Shit. There we go. Another one of those barred chords. Why do it sound like that? I don't like how that sounds. You get surprising it's how you know it's best. It's okay. Is it really? Okay, my point in even going into that song is that that has more chords. I had to like rust off the dust a little bit, brush off the rust. Yeah, brush off the rust on that one. That has more chords, but it's easier for me to play that section than the. Mainly because the shapes are so different. So I'm like, damn. But there was a point in time in my life where I was like, I want to play this song, even though this is a little bit harder than anything I've ever played before, but we gonna go for it. So it's like, I know the chords. It's just, we need to practice. So I don't know, maybe Bad Habit might be in the rotation. But my thing is, I like the chords, but I don't want to sing this song. Um, yeah. But I should practice the chords just for the sake of practicing it, right? But anyway, I say this to say, even though it's one of those songs where the section with the more intricate chord shapes or sections, you know what it is? I think because most of these chords are like very similar shaped. That's why. I know y'all can't see me playing right now, but okay. But yeah, I can play that song. The fuck? What you owe, what you owe, made a move, yeah, made a move. If I know I'd be with you, is it too late to pursue? I've been nothing is a bad. Got a man that I didn't take it. Thought you would do it for me, but maybe gave my time to do it, but it's okay, things happen for reasons and I think I should give. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. Shit. I almost had it. thank you, whoever made this comment. I love how these comments always show up when I'm not looking. um, thank you. I'm wearing a layered shirt, but thank you very much. Um, I appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. I need to be barring this middle finger more. Well, thanks for popping on through. And Zooey, me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. How are you feeling tonight? Uh, you can surprise and it's time, you know. It's biscuits, it's gravy, babe. I know I'll be in your heart to the end. Sure. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. How was my day? Um. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you have to follow in order to chat. Um. Well, yes, I'm here. Tuesdays, every Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday is guitar practice for me, and Wednesday is vocal practice. So, you can always catch me during those times. 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not sure where on the planet you are. Um, but how was my day? My day was productive. Yeah, it was productive. I'm working on like mastering my routines, and my workout went really well today. So there's that. And then I kind of got like a little bit derailed, but I had to be a cat mama for the day. But it's okay. Anything for my baby. Yeah, I figure I'd do that, and document the experience of me learning. Um, what am I doing for a workout? So I stretch. I just started implementing reps. So depending on the day, I might do reps for arms. I might do leg day. I might skip leg day. And then I'm also running on, I think it's the elliptical. I think that's what you call it. I don't know. I think I made that name up for it. But I make up names because I think I'm Shakespeare. So yeah. And then I run, kind of, not run, but like tread in place. So yeah, that's been my workout. And I'm trying to build a routine around that and be consistent, you know, because, I heard that Dawn runs 5 miles a day. And I'm like, girl, okay. Not that I have to do that, but I want to do the things like the people that I look up to that perform at a high level. I want to implement the habits that they do and try to like build that consistently. I mean, I go in waves, but I'm really trying to like anchor down those habits to be in good shape and good health. And then also just to build my endurance and then also like discipline, you know. Okay, cardio on arms, doing your joints. Mm. Ah, well, I mean, there's more to love. That's what I say to a little extra um, cells and molecular makeup as a human. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And now I'm working out my fingers. trying to get these chords together. And honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be learning this song. I just, well, not learning, but like memorizing or remembering this song. But yeah, I brought up Bad Habit because I'm attempting to decide if I'm going to try to learn this song, Agua de Marco, which is a Portuguese song. It means waters of March. And it is. It's fucking wild. But it has like, oh my gosh, the chords are so beautiful. I love how he plays the song though. Because when I listen to the song by the version by Antonio Carlos Jobim and Elise Regina, which I think is like one of my favorite versions of that song, if not the French one. Um, you can't really hear the guitar part like that, but what he playing, I'm like, bruh, this is a lot. Um, and I mean, I would like to say that, like, I wouldn't say I'm a beginner in terms of guitars. Like, I've been playing for like years on and off, but I feel like I'm not as skilled as I should be. But that's because I don't practice Well, I am practicing consistently now. I should be practicing more, but I'm anchoring the habit, the atomic habit of practicing once a week, and then over time, once I could figure out the best way to balance the workload that I have, I'll find a way to practice more consistently or more often. I will say I have been practicing consistently. I just need to practice more often, um, to be as skilled as I feel I should be at this point. But yeah, it's a lot of chords in this. It's a lot going on. And I'm like, bruh, he played, but it does loop. So he's playing the same thing over and over again, a little bit, but it's like 20 chords in one section. So I'm just like, bro, what are we doing? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I did see that you yeah, I saw that you followed the channel yesterday. Okay, yeah, and yesterday I was doing a Watch Me Work live stream, which I need to be doing more of because there's a lot of work that I need to do. But I was working on a email. So if you want to join my email list to stay posted on everything, you could go on my website, Narisse.com, which is in the description and on my panels. So you're on Kick. So check out my panels and go on my website and join my email list. And then and you can check out like my merch and all that stuff. My music is on there as well. You know, shameless plug because you know I'm a full-time musician and entrepreneur, and you know I gotta, if not me then who gonna market me, you know, until I can afford a team. But anyway, but yeah, this song, the guitar chords is like kind of wild, but I'm like, should I try to learn it now? Huh. I mean, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to him play one more time.
Please consider giving me a like and subscribing to the channel.
Okay, he gotta do his plugs too. I don't know if I'm a subscriber yet. I might. Okay, I feel like I can do that. All right. All right. So this what I'm gonna do. This what I'm gonna do. I'm going to add this on a playlist. We're gonna save this. Do I have guitar songs on here? I should. Or maybe it's one of my other one of a million different playlists. That's I mean my million different YouTube channels because I have way too fucking many. guitar tutorial. If I could spell, that would be great. All right. So I'm gonna add that there. And actually, what I'm gonna do is add this in here too, so I don't have to go searching for this, and it'll just be on here. All right. So yeah, we got "Waiting in Vain."
Hi, my name is Michael.
All right. So I like his version, but what I want to do is well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the look. I could take all the luck that I can get, because these humans be trying. But I know I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed in abundance, and I just gotta trust the process. It's the blot, or is that what Gen Z be saying? Do it for the blot. Um. All right. I need like a simple version. But you know what? Maybe that's the challenge. Maybe.
Today we're checking out Águas de Março, or Waters of March, and I'll be sharing with you what I think is the secret to cracking this piece. And something I wish I knew when I was first learning this song, because it took me a really long time to wrap my head around it. It's got a bunch of chords, it's quite confusing, it's quite a long song.
It's a lot.
But there is a way of cracking it, so let's check it out.
All right.
So the first step is to learn the chord progressions. There's 3 main chord progressions, so let's take a look at them first, and then I'll tell you where to use them. We're in the key of B flat major, and the first chord progression is built on a magic bass line from the A flat, then G, then G flat, then F, then E, then E flat, onto an A flat, and then finally resolving into the B flat, which is the home key. Sounds like this.
I don't know.
What we're going to do is we're going to build chords over the bass line. It's easier to remember if you have this bass line in your head. So I'll play you the chord progression just so you kind of get a reference of what it will sound like.
Okay. I don't know if this is how I would like to learn it. But he has a nice voice. And it's very wordy too. Like the song is so wordy. It's like, and I don't know the words because it's not in my native tongue, but. Hey, it's they be saying a lot. I don't know what they be saying, but it's a lot. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go.
Hi, I've decided to do Águas de Março at last by Tom Jobim.
All right, so basically everybody's playing the same chords, right? Everybody's playing the same thing. It's one of them songs. It's a lot of chords. It's a lot. So we just gotta take it one chord at a time. And you know what? His version might actually be more digestible for me to play. But I kind of like how he did it.
My name is Michael McClintock, and today, by request, I would like to teach you how to play.
So
We're going to a G minor.
So we're barring.
E flat minor 6 over G flats.
All right.
Wants to go check that out. We're going to open up on a B flat over A flat. Going to a G minor 6.
Nope.
E flat minor 6.
Okay, he goes through the chords too quick. I like how he plays it, but I don't know if I like how he teaches it. So we might give this boy a chance.
Today we're checking out Águas de Março, or Waters of March, and I'll be sharing with you flat, and then
All right, I hope you got the
We're gonna
oh,
build
thank God.
chords
Yes,
over the
please
bass
show
line.
me the
It's easier to
the
remember if you
the
have
tabs.
the A flat, and then B flat. So let's build the chords over that. So the first three chords, we're going to use the second finger on string 6, okay? B flat over the bass of A flat, G minor 6,
Oh,
E flat minor 6 over the bass of G flat, B flat major 9
all
over
right.
the bass of.
All right, learn a song with me. All right, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I mean, right? How he played that other chord? Okay, but which string are we on? Because I don't know. I don't know.
F. And then we're going to go over here because our bass is the first three chords. We're going to use the second finger on string 6. Okay? A flat over the bass
Oh,
of
wait.
A flat, G minor 6, E flat minor 6 over the bass of G flat, B flat major 9 over the bass of F, and then we're going to basses are going to be we've run out of basses
All right,
almost.
what's
So
the intro part though?
flat, and then B flat. Difference of what it will sound like.
All right, just play it, Nari.
F,
I'll be skipping ahead, and it's
E
like,
flat onto an A flat, and then finally resolving into the B flat, which is the home key sound like this. What we're going to do is we're going to build chords over the bass line. It's easier to remember if you have this bass line in your head. So I'll play you the chord progression just so you kind of get a
I'm just gonna
reference
shrink it
of
a
what it
little
will
bit so I
sound
can
like.
kind of see the.
Now, notice that what I did, I was playing the bass line
All right, how's he strumming
with
this?
just so you kind of get a reference of what it will sound like. Now, notice
So
that
beautiful.
what I did, I was playing the bass line, but I just have chords over here. So I'm starting with the A flat on the bass, going down to G, and the bass goes down to G flat, down to an F. The bass then is here, which is an E, down to E flat, A flat, and then B flat. So let's build the chords over that. So the first three chords, we're going to use the second finger on string 6, okay? B flat over the bass of A flat, G minor 6, E flat minor 6 over the bass of G flat, B flat major 9 over the bass of F, and then we're going to go over here because our
Okay,
bass is.
so yeah, let me just learn it in simplified ways. That's tomorrow.
Today we're checking out Águas de. The first three chords, we're going to use the second finger on string 6. B flat over the bass of A flat, G minor 6, E flat minor 6 over the bass of G flat, B flat major 9 over the bass of F, and then we're going to go over here because our basses are going to be, we've run out of basses almost, so the E9 we're going to play it on the 6th fret, like a regular E9, our second finger on in string 5, shift down, and then we're going to play E flat, B flat major 9. We're going to use the second finger on string
thanks.
6. Okay?
Yeah, you know, I
A
had to
flat
like,
over the bass of A flat,
you know, when I'm usually on
G minor
here,
6.
I'm gonna just pause this for a second because I need to get my bearings with these chords. But yeah, that's cool. Thanks. I'm glad you're listening and enjoying. Because usually I'm used to just being on here and it's like imaginary friends listening. But then when people are on the chat, I'm like, okay, I do have to like be mindful of that because sometimes people will ask me stuff, and I'm like, oh, let me just make sure. So okay, I'll well, I mean, I'm just gonna have the chat overlay then, um, just because you're here. So, and if you do, you know, comment, then you'll be on the live forever. Cool. Oh, you're better than me. I just ghost, apparently. It's like, nah. I try to have graceful exits, but you know, people make that hard for me these days. No. Okay, hold on. So this is a barred chord. Okay, I got 2 chords down out of a million.
So I'm starting with the A flat on the bass, going down to a G, and the bass goes down to a G flat, down to an F. The bass then is here, which is an
All right, hold on. Oh Lord. So it's
A, going down to a G, and the bass goes down to a G.
okay. That's the chord that I need to see. So it's what is happening? I feel like I'm playing on the right things, right? Okay, skip that. Oh. Oh, I know. Whew. Okay. Whew. Okay. So you're on the East Coast. Oh, from Boston. Word. Did you grow up there, or like did you like move there or something? You know, humans be traveling. I'm trying to travel too. Okay, cool. Was it like in Boston? You know what? You know what? One of my favorite movies is based in Boston. Oh no, I didn't even notice that. Um, I like Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon. Matt Damon is in some of my favorite movies because I mean he's just great. Yeah, Good Will Hunting is like my fave. One of them at least. That The Matrix. I love good food. Yeah, I've been to Boston like one time. Oh, maybe twice. Maybe twice. I think, or once. I don't know. Man, it's such a good movie. Whenever you get a chance, check it out. I recommend it. Man, and mind you, what's so dope about that movie, just because like I'm into like visual art. Yeah, he was super young. It was literally, I think his, I don't think that was his first feature film. I don't think so. I think he was in other stuff. I'm pretty sure him, back when him and like Ben Affleck were like on the grind together, but they wrote that film. I think Matt Damon came up with like most of the story, but him and Ben Affleck wrote the movie together. And I think it was like their first like official feature film with them being like lead roles, and they got Oscars from that, which is so crazy. It's like it's kind of like similar to Sylvester Stallone with Rocky, even though they've done stuff before then, like projects like On the Grind, but that was like his first feature film lead role with him writing, writing the movie and starring in it. And I'm like, and also Rocky, another one of my favorites. Um, I can appreciate a writer, director, starring situation, like you doing all the things, being the artist in front of the camera and behind. I know, right? Isn't Rocky so good? It's one of my favorites. Yeah, I was just watching Sylvester Stallone's new like documentary movie on his like life story career. It touches more on his career than it is like his personal life. A little bit of his personal life with his father and his brother, but it doesn't go into his like the family that he started a little bit. Um, mm, what guy who made? I don't know that movie. Hmm, interesting. Never heard of that movie. I might look into it. What's it about? I'm curious. But but yeah, he okay. Oh, she's in it. Word. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that one. but but yeah, the documentary that Sylvester Stallone came out with, it's pretty good. It's on Netflix. And it basically talks about his career and everything. All right, I just gotta make sure I'm remembering these chords. Okay. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. Who's in Buffalo 66? I've never heard of that one. Interesting title. And then the other one was that's an interesting one because it's like it's skipping two strings. All right, so I just need to stay with that for a second. Is I getting the shape of this chord? Well, thank you. Yeah, I am trying. I did my best. I did my best. Um, word to Dane Cook. I hope he's doing well wherever he is on the planet. Yeah, vicious cycle. I mean, vicious circle. Yeah, that's been like a reference. I know, same. But I often reference that stand up. Me and my brother used to watch that shit a lot. I did my best. I did my best. Yeah, good shit. I might have to watch that. Okay. All right, from the top. All right. And it's like I gotta move my fingers that way too. Maybe if I can mute that one with this one. I've never had to mute a middle string, but I've always had to mute the A string. And I'm muting the A string in the middle of this chord too. Okay, so oh no, wrong. Shit. All right, I'm gotta make sure I get that pinky finger. Oh shit. Okay, that's something I definitely gotta work on. All right, I think I'm just gonna take it 3 chords at a time. But as long as I can like get that down, and it's like I don't know. Part of me is feeling like should I learn this song? Thanks, I appreciate that. Because I'm like, the thing is, like, I'm just gonna have a moment for a second. I don't mind the business side of, you know, being your own, like, being an independent artist, because it's more than just me being an independent artist, but thanks. I appreciate that. I'll be trying. I mean, I know there's a right and a wrong time. I'm trying to figure that out because clearly, given all the mistakes that I've made in my life, clearly I didn't figure that out. But I'm working on it. But I don't mind. I enjoy the business part of it because they say like, it's not even really about talent. It's about business when it comes to like being successful in music. And I don't mind the business. Like that's why I do my Watch Me Work live streams, which you might have seen yesterday, with me working on my website. Like on there, like that's where I built my flash drives, which my EP. I have CDs, but I also have flash drives for my EP. And it has like, I've spent like 2 weeks working on it, which was why I started live streaming in the first place. For those who don't know, I say the story a million times, but because I started putting the flash drives together, I live streamed that process, and it has the EP on it. It has exclusive pictures. Every flash drive has different pictures, all the different colors and whatnot. I guess this could be like a plug moment, right? Because I am a businesswoman. So For those who don't know, the what started it all, I have flash drives for my EP, my Divine EP, which I performed some songs from the EP earlier today. Well, yeah, I did Aloe and Alumni. I didn't do Divine yet, so I guess I'll end with Divine because I told myself I wasn't gonna sing Divine today, but because I wasn't in the mood for it. But I mean, I guess "Waiting in Vain" by Bob Marley helped because Bob Marley songs is always a good vibe. But I also have CDs too, so my Divine EP is on a CD. And you can order them on my website. And if you sign up for my email list, you get a 15% discount on your first order on my website. But I have flash drives for with my EP, and I enjoyed that process. I enjoyed putting this together, picking out all the pictures because each flash drive has different pictures, and it's a limited edition collection because initially I just wanted to do purple because the colors of that album is like purple and gold with the font and everything, but I couldn't find purple and gold flash drives, so I did like the color ones, and I was like, look, I'll just do like a limited edition color one, and each flash drive will be special in their own way because they all have exclusive pictures. So none of them have the same pictures. The pictures are named after either like words of encouragement, it's biblical references because I love to, me and my prayers. I like to end my live streams on a prayer, full note. And or it's a reference to like music that I like. There's my Divine merchandise campaign video on there, which I filmed, edited, directed, styled. Um, you know, I mean, I be trying. There's a lot of devious energy in the world, and I try to combat that. I mean, I know I'm human and I have my moments and I'm not perfect and I don't always get it right, but I try to subside that with, high vibrations. And speaking of high vibrations, I have affirmations on the flash drive too that I wrote and curated myself. So there's affirmations, there's pictures, there's my video, Divine merchandise video on there, and then links to all my social media and everything. And and that's more of like the business side of stuff because I am running this shit by myself, as well as me designing my business cards, which I have, like uh, I have a live stream of me working and editing my business cards, putting together the QR code that's on here. Um, just like all of the logistical things. I mean, yeah, I am, solo dolo. It's funny because I made this joke about because I used to be in a band, and and there's funny references around that whole situation, but it was the 7th anniversary to the first music project that I put out from with the band, and me and my former bandmate were not speaking. Then again, I don't speak to anybody, so I mean it's not far fetched. But so I'm very much a loner these days. But I make this joke about like my music being like my babies, and I'm out here promoting my babies like a single mother. I don't know what the baby daddy is doing out here. They probably living their best life, and God bless them if they are. But yeah, I do this, single-handedly, wearing all the hats. And not always by choice. Like I've tried to incorporate other people in the process. Do I promote myself on TikTok? Yeah, I'm getting into it. I'm pretty much like just make content and then post it on all platforms. But I feel like each platform has their own thing. Yeah, I do. Um, I do post on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Threads and X used to be Twitter and Instagram. I'm primarily on Instagram just because I feel like Instagram has everything from like reels to posts to stories and all of that. And then whatever I post on Instagram, it just goes onto my YouTube page. But yeah, if you check out my panels, you can follow my social media and stuff like that. Um, but Anyway, I'm on a tangent, which I usually do, but I have my Watch Me Work live streams because I show the behind the scenes process of me doing the business side of everything, right? And I enjoy it. Like, because I'm a creative, I get to add a creative element to all of it. So when I design my template for the sheets that I'm going to use to, send out invoices, or doing inventory and stuff like that. I enjoy that. I enjoy that work. I enjoyed it when I was working in retail. Like, I enjoyed being a manager doing operational tasks. And so I do enjoy the business side just as much as I enjoy the music. Um, what was the point of that? Where was I getting at? Okay, you said something that reminded me of that. Yeah, me putting this together myself. Yeah, so I do enjoy the business side of it just as much as I enjoy the music. But it's a lot. It's a lot because I'm like still trying to build my skills, like grow as a guitarist and as a vocalist and a performer too, which I haven't like focused too much on lately. I've just mainly been trying to hone down the musical skills, and then like booking performances and stuff like that. And then designing the website. My website was down for a period of time, but I revamped the website. And then yesterday I was drafting an email for like my welcome email. So like if you sign up for the newsletter, um, I'll send you the email for like welcome for the discount online and everything. I enjoy all of it. I do. Okay, I remember the point that I was going to make. So, in terms of me trying to learn this song, full circle, bringing it back to the point, I know certain demographics, this can be a popular song. Like, I know there's people who do know this song. This song is old, but I think the French version, the one person that I know who made that, Stacey Kent's, I believe. I feel like her version didn't come out that long ago. Um, and an advice that was given to me in terms of like doing cover, like booking gigs for, when you perform a majority of like cover songs, like bar gigs and stuff like that, like learn a bunch of songs, right? And for me, because I like so many different styles of music, I have a hard time trying to figure that out. And I feel like even my music is like it can bend genres. I talked about that in my live stream yesterday. And even mentioned this song yesterday because Divine, the title track song on my EP, um, the EP is called Divine and the song is called Divine, a bossa nova melody, because the guitar chords are bossa nova chords, even though it's not really a bossa nova song, but it's the bossa nova vibes in terms of like the chords and how the chords are played. But and I enjoy bossa nova music, so I'm like, what, this song is a challenge for me. um and it is a lot of chords. It might be a little challenging, but there's going to be a version of me in the future that's like going to be able to like just play this song in my sleep, and I'll look back to this moment and be like, damn girl, remember when you were struggling to get through them chords? Now you could play it with ease. um and and that's how I feel about like Alumni and some other songs a little bit. I'm getting there. Um, but I say this to say, like, you know, the downside of having the business mind in mind is like song selection, but I don't want to lose the fun in this. I don't want to lose the fun in working on a song that I want to learn just because, even though if I do a gig with just like old school R&B music, this song might not be recognized by that demographic, but I still want to learn this song anyway because it's a pretty song. I love the chords, and I enjoy bossa nova Brazilian music. So, and I know I could be learning other songs, but we did a little Bob Marley, we did a little Steve Lacy, so now we'll like lean into like the Brazilian world, so yeah, so we had a little reggae moment, a little R&B, and then like my own songs. So, I don't know, the palette is a little all over the place. And I guess that's the one like thing when it comes to music. I mean, it's a caveat for me creatively, but I know when you're a brand and you're trying to build your fan base and all of these things, they say like, I know they say it on YouTube, like niche down, but I understand from a business aspect for artists, like it's like, okay, what is this person's look? What is their sound? Like if you think of somebody like a Ice Spice, her style and her look is very specific. It's very New York. She raps. She gives you that damn. It's her vibe is very like identifiable, and you get like, okay, it's very Bronx. It's New York. She. I feel like the energy is you get what you're given essentially. Like it's what am I trying to say? Like you get what her brand is essentially. And for me, I'm still figuring what that is for me. I don't know what that looks like. you know I'm like, I know there's elements to like visually that I like in terms of like iridescent, like these bags being iridescent, me writing with like a copper rose gold metallic pen because rose gold is my vibe, the silk background here, flowers on the mic stand because I like flowers. Um, and I'm not gonna let Greek mythology scare me from liking flowers. Um, and there's definitely elements to my vibe that I feel like are me, but when it comes to like my style, like I can give you femme queen, I can give you a rock star, I can give you like bitch, I might be butch, but not really. But I do like masculine elements in terms of like certain fits and styles. Um, but I will say my default is probably like femme queen, definitely. Like I definitely heavily lean into like the feminine side of things, but I also do like masculine vibes, and masculine silhouettes. And then like, mixing that with like some feminine looks too. And then musically, like I have in my mind, there's a song that I'm working on that I want to be like a hip hop rock song. I don't know how that's gonna be, but when I think of hip hop rock, I think of like Rage Against the Machine. Because I'll often say this, and I will keep saying this, that Zach De La Rocha needs to get his respect and flowers as a rapper. Because I know oftentimes when you think of rap music, and people's top 5 lists, you think of like traditional hip hop or like the golden era of hip hop. Well, technically Zach was in the golden era, but he was in I guess like a rock band, but they had like funk elements to the sounds, and he was rapping, and he might not have been rapping about like misogyny or like coming up in the hood, but he rapped about social issues and activism, but he was still a skilled writer and rapper, and there was that same grit and anger that often appears in hip hop music in Rage Against the Machine. And there's a song that I'm working on in my brain that I really want to like make that feels like that, and it's that same angst and aggression, because I've been feeling like that for a while, and I'm trying to do my best to transmute that energy into something conducive and creative. But it's like it doesn't sound like anything I've created before. It doesn't even sound like Down to Mars stuff. It it's like it's a territory that I haven't like stepped in yet, but I want to make that song because that's how I've been feeling. Like, I mean, it's like same vibes as like Alumni in terms of context, but Alumni is more like chill sonically, whereas the song that I'm thinking of is more, it's loud, it's aggressive, it's not heavy metal, but it might be able to fit in that world, maybe. But I haven't like composed the song yet. I've written it in my head and I know like kind of how it sounds. But and it's aggressive, it's hip hop. I'm like rapping a little bit, and I'm excited. Yeah, I mean everybody's process is different. I mean my process isn't always the same. Like, I mean, I feel like I mean, kind of. It depends. Like, sometimes it'll just be lyrics. Like, it's different for me. Like, sometimes the lyrics will come to me, and I feel like it's easiest for me to write raps. I've been writing a lot of raps recently. It's just easier for me to do that because when you write regular songs, you got to think of the melody too. And then sometimes words will just come to me, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is a bar," And then it might lead into a melody, or if it's more cadence driven, it'll be a rap. And then if I have it in my head, like that one section, and then I'm like, okay, but what does the song sound like? What like is it drums in the background? Like sometimes I can like compose it in my head. And the only reason why I've created like that recently is just to like preserve the intellectual property of my music, just because I've unfortunately dealt with situations where music that I have not released somehow has been exposed online and people have replicated elements of my music, and it's frustrating. So I've kind of been placed in a situation where like I've created in my brain. And there's several songs that have, and then sometimes like songs might take me years to write because I'll write like a verse 2 years ago, and then I'll write a verse recently, and then I'm like, you know what, this verse kind of goes with what I said in that line that I wrote years ago, and then I'll piece it together like a puzzle, and then some of the songs will come together like that. Um, so like it's a little different. Everything is different depending on what the vibe is and how it comes to me. Sometimes I'll just be talking like on here. Like when it was funny, there was a moment when I was making the flash drives and I was talking, and just how I was talking, it rhymed, and I was like, ooh, let me write that down. Moments like that happen all the time too. And even moments where um I'll just be frustrated and, just be thinking about a situation. And I'm like, let me put this into song. And then, and I'll like ponder with that thought. Or sometimes I'll even just like write my thoughts like a diary, and then revisit and then try to like formulate those words into a song. Like there was a one of my old managers at one of my favorite jobs, actually. I remember talking to him about like writing, and I don't think I was going through writer's block per se, but I forget how we came onto that conversation. But he was saying like, even if you're in a place where you feel like everything that you write is whack, just write it. Just write what you're feeling, and don't even write it in the context of like, oh, I'm gonna try to rhyme this. Like just write what you're thinking, and just put it on paper, and then formulate something out of that. Like literally, if you're just saying like, I walked the dog today, and this man came up to me and asked me how my day was and whatever. And then, maybe that's just a thought or a feeling or whatever. And then, maybe you could, um, make it into a bar, like, chilling with my dog, going for a walk. Man came up trying to talk, something like that. I don't know how that just happened just now, but, like, just an idea, and then just make it a lot. I'm actually quite impressed by that. because I wasn't even trying to do it. But but yeah, like coming up with different things where you take an experience and then you just, you know, like, okay, how can I make this rhyme? Or maybe it doesn't even have to rhyme, but like what melody am I feeling when I, when I hear this, or what does this experience make me feel? And melodically, what does that look like? You know? So yeah. But long story long. Um Essentially, I don't want to lose the fun in my creative process. And I'm trying to balance the business and the music. And in me balancing the business and music and understanding the role of the business side of things, I know like I have to figure out like, okay, what's the vibe, you know? And I think maybe I can just curate it project by project. And then and then I think of people who have, like, okay, I can't say I know this from listening because I haven't listened to the album, but I think I remember, if I'm remembering correctly, there was on Rap Life, they were talking about Lil Uzi Vert's album, and they were saying like there was different songs that fit different genres. Like some songs leaned into hip hop, some songs were like rock songs, and I can see that with him. Like he has that vibe, and you have different songs that feel like different genres on one project. And even Beyonce's Lemonade album, you know, that there was like hella genres on that album, and it still felt cohesive sonically. You got like your rock songs, like Don't Hurt Yourself. You got the country vibes with Daddy's Lessons. Um, you know, there's like the soulful vibes with Freedom. You got a little reggae moment with Hold Up. Like there's a lot of different flavors in that album. No pun intended with the flavors of lemonade, you know. But I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what does that? How would I do that though? Because I feel like I don't know. I'm just yeah. It's a thought. It's a thought. That's something that I've been thinking about recently, and I kind of been talking about it on these live streams of like, okay, what is the Narisse brand? Is it a brand? Because I definitely feel like my style has evolved since I put out Divine, and even the songs on there like have different feelings to it. Um, so it's just like, okay, well, what does my vibe feel like? You know, I don't know, but I mean, it's just a thought. It's a thought. But okay, I think it's about to be 10 o'clock. I think we had a good practice. The last 2 weeks I haven't really been practicing guitar that long. I think I've only done like maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. Um well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll be trying out here. I did quite a few songs tonight. So actually I'm gonna disconnect this. But I'm gonna work. That'll be the new song that I'm working on, and I know that's probably gonna take me a while, which is fine. It's just like it's a passion project. We'll say that. Agua DeMarco is gonna be a passion project. But in the midst of that, I'll try to learn other easier songs because I do need to build my catalog in terms of like songs that I can play on guitar. Um, and even that, like playing Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears, 80s alternative rock, you know, because I love that. Um, but I love Tears for Fears. So, yeah. Yeah, Tears for Fears is so good. I grew up on Tears for Fears because my dad is a fan. And I I have like distinct memories like as a kid when my life was so much easier. And riding up the highway to go to my grandmother's house and listening to like Everybody Wants to Rule the World and Head Over Heels and Not so much Shout, but Shout would kind of be in the mix. Um, and just growing up listening to those songs, and then I would sing those songs at karaoke, and it would be funny depending on the crowd. If the crowd had like your middle-aged white man that got off of work, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "I'll be knowing." uh, um, I'm not sure who that is. Depeche, Depeche Mode. I mean, I'll check it out. Is there a song that you recommend? I'll listen to them. Um, and if you stop by, um, if you stop by my live stream, okay, I'll check them out. I feel like I feel like I might know these humans. It's funny as you say that because in looking at there's like a mix on YouTube and it's that song and then Shout by Tears for Fears in a like YouTube mix. So that's funny. Okay, I'll check them out. And if you stop by my live stream tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing a vocal practice. Right, you were on point. If you, I'm going to do a vocal practice. And lately I've been incorporating like different genres. I've mainly been doing like old school R&B because I had 2 gigs kind of lined up that leaned into that music. One gig kind of fell out. I might have to like reschedule or something like that. But I do still have another gig that is probably gonna be more like old school R&B. But I just was in the mood to do like more old school like rock alternative songs. So I did Don't Stop Believing, which has been a song I've been practicing on and off for a while now. And I feel like my voice is getting stronger for it. But Don't Stop Believing. What other songs was it? Um, yeah, I'm trying to. What other songs? Um, I think I tried to practice Living on a Prayer, but I'm not doing that song. Like, they are ridiculous for that record. Um, yeah, what's that? Bon Jovi? Whoa, Living on a Prayer. Yeah, and then have the nerve to have a key change, like, and make it higher. Like, bruh, who told you to do all this? But yeah, I forget what other songs I did. I mean, I did Christina Aguilera. I did a few Christina songs, but that's like more pop ballad kind of. But I was in the "You Lost Me" mode because I really like that song on Bionic, underrated album that's super good. But I feel like that was around the time that Lady Gaga was like in her prime and like killing shit, and so it kind of got lost in the sauce. But Bionic is such a great album. Um, let's get glam. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I'm switching up the vibes in my practice set list because I want to be able to perform anywhere because I feel like I can. I feel like um, I can do anything respectfully. But honestly, just mainly because I like so many different genres of music, like even John Mayer. Like, I love me some John Mayer. Like, I know he could be a little controversial with Black folks. I mean, people are still a little salty about that. I'm like, the music is just too good for me. Like, you know, but I mean, and at the same time, I feel like that was only a thing because I think he said something along the lines that he wouldn't date a black girl or something like that. I don't know. I'm like, bro, just play the songs. Um, yeah, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. I guess. I might be able to fall into one of those lines, but I'm gonna talk anyway. Mainly because I feel like the things that I highlight are the things that nobody else wants to say. In those aspects, I mean, in that aspect, it's like, okay, look, if you got a preference, I get it, whatever, you know. But I wouldn't think I wouldn't see him as somebody that's like racist. You know what I mean? Like he works with black folks. Like Steve Jordan is his drummer. I don't know if he still plays with him. Um, but the John Mayer Trio album is John Mayer, Steve Jordan, who is a black man who plays drums, and Pino Palladino, who plays bass. You know, and Pino Palladino, he plays. I mean, I think he played with D'Angelo at one point or whatever. I mean, not that that has anything to do with John Mayer, but just like the versatility of music and all these things. Um, yeah, either way, like my whole point in even bringing up John Mayer is like he makes good music. I'm a fan. The Continuum album is everything for me. Like I know that's like a fan favorite because like he put his foot in that album. But also Room for Squares is amazing. Um I'm trying to think what I think those are the two favorite albums where I can listen to a majority of them albums start to finish without skipping too many records. Um and like he's got a lot of albums, so I know Heavier Things. Heavier Things is okay. It's not my favorite. Like Daughters is on that album and Clarity, I think. And those are like the two songs that I like. Everything else is like it's alright. I listened to it again recently, and I do like some other songs, but not enough for me to be like, oh, this is my jam. Not more than Daughters. Um, sorry, John. But I keep it real on here. And I'm trying to think what other album. I think Battle Studies was a good album too. I think that one has Heartbreak Warfare and Edge of Desire. Oh, Edge of Desire, that's a good one. Shout out to me remembering these songs because I haven't listened to some of them albums in a minute. But John Mayer. And speaking of John Mayer, he's another one of my like goals in terms of guitar songs. Like Another Kind of Green, which is on the John Mayer Trio album, a favorite. But I know the song, like his guitar playing is literally just him playing solos. I don't even know if that man knows how to play chords. I'm pretty sure he does, but I'm just saying, like, his playing is just so complex and intricate. It's ridiculous. And I would love to play some of his songs at some point in life. Um, I can sing along to it. I can sing the guitar solos. Um, but playing it, that's a challenge. So he'll have to be on my like challenge list too. But anyway, I'm just going on a tangent of my favorite um different types of music that I like in different genres. Um but yeah, like because I'm a fan of those genres, I feel like I don't have to just enjoy those music. I can make music in those things too. I want to make music in those different genres. I want to lean into those different worlds because I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and it's not like, oh, I want to do this for money. I mean, yeah, because I need to pay my bills. Like because humanity came up with this whole trading system, and that's how we have to live, unfortunately. But when it comes to the art and the craft of music, like regardless of genre, like as long as it's good and it feels good and it sounds good and there's like quality lyrics and chord progressions and vocal stacking, like just those different elements that make music dope, I care about that shit, and I'm intentional about putting all that together when I make music. And then sometimes it might not need to be all of that. Sometimes it could just be a feeling and it could be very simple. But as long as like that feeling, and the intention is there, that's the shit that matters to me. And I feel like me just being who I am, just being a multifaceted human, um, basically I say all this to say like, fuck the rules. Fuck the rules when it comes to music, man. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Like, I mean, of course, there's certain strategies that make sense for you to use as a creative, in terms of getting ahead, but like, I also mentioned this yesterday. Like, I feel like somebody who does a really good job of just being like, you're not going to put me in a box is Willow Smith. Like, I feel like just with her different projects, but it's how she did it though. I feel like she has like one album that is a particular vibe, and then she'll have another project like the Rise EP has the meditative Hindu. I don't know the correct name of that style of music, but it leans into that genre of like, the Zen vibes. And then her with the more alternative side of things, like, there's different projects that have different vibes, and I like that. But then I know there's people who make albums where the albums have different, genre. It taps into different genres of music on the same project, and I'm just like, okay, how do I do this? How do we do this? And and at least, you know, especially in the beginning of my career, I get beginning, um, I guess if you want to call it that. Um, yes, I feel like I've been doing this such a long time. It's ridiculous. But, grateful for the journey, grateful for the learning aspects. I'm gonna turn my guitar off because I'm done playing for the night. But it was a cool practice. I'm definitely gonna work on that and work on those 3 chords. The challenge with that one chord is playing. Okay, I landed right on the notes. Ooh, I love that for me. But it's the strumming because I have to strum. Um, I have to strum uh like separated notes. But it's fine either way. Oh boy, my fur child is awake. Um so I mean she probably gonna be up for a little bit. When it's 10 o'clock, yeah, I need to get to bed so I can move my morning routine earlier. I mean, I will say I'm proud of myself because my initial goal was to work out like 3 times a week. And I think last week, or what's today? Today's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. Child. Today it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. But I worked out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But I think I also worked out Saturday too. Did I? I think I Monday, Tuesday. Child, let me check my planner. I don't know if I wrote it down, but I know I'm on like a streak right now. Yeah, I did work out on Saturday, and I worked out on Friday. Okay, look at me go. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so technically, well, um, last week I worked out 1, 2, 3. I worked out 4 times last week, and I've worked out into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days straight so far. Hmm. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You sleep well as well, darling. Um, yes, get some rest. Have a great night as well. Thank you very much for stopping on through the guitar practice Tuesday guitar practice live streams. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow at the vocal practice. I don't know, but either way, have a blessed night, and thank you for stopping on by. And good luck with your workouts. And I'm gonna check out that song. I'm gonna check out this group, and yeah, I'm gonna check them out. And then if you stop by the live stream, I'll let you know how I feel about them. I'll be like, this was whack. It's like, nah. But I will tell you if I think it's whack or not. But I don't think so. If they're along the same lines as Tears for Fears, then I'll probably enjoy it. I trust that. Um, but yes, God bless. Have a good night as well. Um, but yeah, I've been same. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Um, but I am honest. You know, I don't. I try not. Well, depending on the circumstances, it might be best for me to mince words, but I lately don't. Because I feel like deception and lies is just too mainstream for me, and I'm just not with it. So and I feel like in order for growth and elevation and healing to happen as a planet, we have to directly, you know, point out the things that we don't like. And I feel like even something as simple as like, I don't like this song, is good because there's music out here that's like literally deterring kids from their better selves, and somebody got to call it out. So I'm not saying that that's what your song is about, but basically highlighting the fact that I will stand on being a truth teller. But anyway, that's beside the point. I worked out 5 days in a row, which I'm really proud of myself for. And I've been adding onto my workout because at first I just started stretching again because I was stretching. I think I stretched for like maybe like 2.5 months straight earlier this year in the spring. And then I kind of fell off. And then now I got back into stretching again. And then I was like, all right, I want to add that running element. Shout out to Dawn, always shouting her out, because she says she runs 5 miles every day. And I'm like, damn, girl, okay, I'm not doing enough. So, not that I need to do what she's doing, but, she does what she does at a high level. And I want to do what I do at a high level. So, I look at what great people are doing, and I take those elements and put it into my own routine. So, now I worked out 5 days in a row, back to back, not 5 miles, but I did my stretch, and my split is coming very close. So close, closer than I've ever been. Who would think? I'm pushing 30, and I'm actually getting to a point in my life where I'm a lot more flexible than I was in my youth. Crazy. But my stretches are, coming through. I'm adding reps and sets, and I got my run on the elliptical. So I'm adding more elements to my workout, and I've been working out more consistently than was my initial goal was. I've just been like getting up like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna work out today, even though I don't need to, because I wanted to do it like every other day. But I'm like, nah, I'm in the mood. Let's get this workout in. So but my goal now is to condense my morning routine so I don't take up too much time in between the tasks and move it earlier to the day so I have more time to, eventually do like Watch Me Works, like a 9 to 5, Neomac Entertainment 9 to 5, hopefully, and then do my music stuff after. So even eventually I would like my music to be a consistent everyday thing. But right now I just have my Tuesday guitar practices and um, my Wednesday vocal practice. But I want to implement music stuff more often. But I'm taking it easy. I'm giving myself a little grace. I'm going to be proud of myself for you know exceeding my own expectations in terms of like my workout routine. I just have to be consistent with it, and and start to implement that same discipline in the build up to my music tasks. So we're working on it. It's a work in progress. We're a work in progress. And then of course life happens, things come up, and it's like, okay, it deters you from what you were initially planning on doing. Like I was supposed to, my goal was to work on the newsletter today, and then guitar practice, but I had to handle other stuff. And then plus like I was like cooking a little bit earlier today. So I'm like trying to get meal prepping. That's another thing that I did. I'm getting back into meal prepping, even though my budget is tight, tighter than virgin pussy. Um, but we're making it work. Look, I am stretching these dollars, okay, and stretching these meals. And I'm eating like my cat right now. She eats like the same thing every day, and I'm like, me too, girl. um, but it's fine. It's a part of the plot. It's a part of the plot, the storyline, right? Um, so anyway, with all this said, I gotta wrap this up so I can go to bed and hopefully wake up earlier. Even though Angie's been my alarm clock, my goodness, she's so annoying in the morning. But I'm grateful at the same time because it's like I do need to be waking up at this time. You don't need to be eating this early. But Thanks for waking me up though. Anyway, um, because I looked over here at my heart chakra and I'm looking at these green hearts here, I kind of wanted to do another singing bowl. I'm feeling like throat chakra vibes. I've been seeing that sign a few times today. And I think one of the videos that I had on like meditation music was like for the throat chakra. And I really like that bowl anyway. So, and plus I feel like that'll be good for me to do today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna go grab my other singing bowl and we'll do a little bit of heart chakra, a little bit of throat chakra, and then I'll say like a quick prayer. I think I'll do like Adrian's prayer, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. What's okay? Hopefully we'll be done by like 10:30. That's the goal. Back when the root supply was a thing, I said that I'm only saying this so maybe if I watch the playback, then I have it as a reminder and I can put it on my planner to do at some point. Or somebody might randomly remind me in an indirect way and I receive it. But I mentioned on there that I wanted to do a video of me playing the singing bowls. I know there's a ton of videos like that, but it's not a video of me doing it with my Ashe on it. So I wanted to do maybe like a series of all 7 chakras, and I'll play the singing bowls and just do like a looped video or something like that. Um, and then that could be like something that people check out because you know how people on their pages they'll have like their affirmation videos and then plus like it could be like the business side of me is like, oh, this could be evergreen content, that people can always go back to. And then not only that, but there's a healing element to it. There's something to heal and align each chakra, and with my love and intention and how I play, can be an offering of healing. So yeah. Um, so that's not what this video is. I mean, I do take little snippets from my live stream and repost that as content on TikTok and all those things. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a separate thing where I like, film the video, have the right lighting and everything, and make it a vibe. Ooh, okay. Huh. Because I had another project idea in regards to colors of the chakra that I was gonna do this summer, but I never did it. But I feel like I can tie that into this video. Ah, I love that for me. I love when my ideas come together like this. And you know what? Sometimes when you have a plan to do something and it doesn't happen right away or it doesn't happen how you expected, and because you wait, you learn things, you grow, you evolve, and then by the time you get to it, it how you did it, the later version would have been better, was a better outcome than had you did it earlier, because you know more and you have more experience and all these things, that builds upon making the initial plan or the initial project better because you waited and because you evolved during that time. And I feel like that's what's happening with that. So I had that idea like years ago, but I don't think I would have been like energetically ready, even though I could have simply just played the singing bowl and made the video. But I feel like knowing what I know now, energetically, spiritually, um, it would definitely be um, a more like a higher frequency vibration situation. um, Okay. Anyway, what I say was 10:30. All right, we're already up. You know how I be talking. Okay, so heart chakra. And me playing this, may this be an element of healing the planet, Earth, everybody on Earth, including myself, including people that I don't particularly care for. May I heal their hearts too. Lord, give me the strength, um, and the grace to offer healing to everyone because everyone needs it. Um, I want to use this as an opportunity to elevate the vibration of everyone's heart chakra. May be balanced and alignment, and may we have a little bit more love, not only for others, but for ourselves in healthy ways. Did you like that, Ange? You know what's funny about that? Not Angie scratching in the middle of my singing bowl playing. She don't be caring about me doing music, but her scratcher is a shape of a heart. So she's on the vibration, and she's not scratching things that she's not supposed to. It's meant for her to scratch. So shout out to Angie for that. Um, but all right. Before I play this, um, this is gonna be for throat chakra. And also, the element for the heart chakra is for the people that I do care for, the people that I do love, and the people who show me love and show me support. Um, I want to make sure I highlight that too, and not just, you know, people I don't care for, but the people I do care for as well. Everybody. And then for the throat chakra, I want this to be an element that Angie, don't do that. Mm-mm. Thank you. You're good. Um, And for the throat chakra, I want this to be an element of empowering people to speak up for themselves, to speak the truth, to speak with words of high vibration, to speak their truth, even if it is frustrating and uncomfortable. But if it's your truth, you deserve to speak that, um, and voice your opinions, your frustrations in healthy ways. And anybody that's ever felt silenced or unheard or like their voice didn't matter, um, or maybe too scared of the power of their voice, like I had always felt as a kid growing up. May we all find some healing in this and be more intentional about the things that we say and say it not only truthfully but lovingly and honestly for ourselves, but for the betterment of humanity. Okay. It is 10:30 now. So we're going to say this quick prayer and then end the live stream. I wear the helmets of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, and the sandals of the gospel of peace. I pick up my shield, which is my faith, and my sword, which is my word. Okay? And go forth in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, with love and light for everyone. So it is, so it will be. Thank you for what has already been. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. And thank you for the people who watch the playback, because I know sometimes people do that. Maybe you might not be able to watch it live, but you know, pop on in when after it's said and done. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I appreciate. I hope you enjoyed this guitar practice. It's a little bit longer than the last few ones, but I had a good time. I did a lot more songs than I thought I would. I didn't really come on here with a plan. I was just like, look, we just gonna practice guitar. And I kind of knew I wasn't in the mood to like play one song for an hour. So I was like, I'm glad that I went through as many songs as I have. And now we have a new challenge. Um, shout out to Agua de Marco. And yeah, we'll see how that process goes, and see how long it takes for me to learn it. Maybe was it November? Maybe. Okay, so I want to shoot for possibly knowing all the chords by my birthday. Maybe by the end of January. I think 3 months. It's like a quarter, right? Um, yeah, November, December, or maybe by February or March. March, right? Okay, that'll be the goal. I mean, literally waters of March, right? So by March, let's see, because I feel like realistically, I would need more time with this song, on top of everything else that I'm juggling. But yeah, I don't want to get too much on a tangent on this. But yeah, let's say by March. No birthdays in particular. But around that time, and I think around that time is when I put out just wanna maybe, or maybe when I filmed it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So March, we'll see. We'll see how far this comes along by March. My goal is to know all the chords. It might not be played perfectly, but to at least have all the chords in my being, and to be able to somewhat play them all. Okay, so enough talking, because y'all know I could talk. Um, and thank you again. Much love and blessings to you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow for vocal practice. God bless you and good night.